Hi guys, good afternoon to you. 22nd of November, Tuesday, MAO with Cal. Now, Tesla and Coinbase, both of them were down and investors are getting out. People are getting worried. It's undeniable when your stock price was at $300 for Tesla, has came down to 200 and now it has broke below the 180 mark. In fact, it is possible to even see 132. So I'll tell you more in detail. Now, before we go into that itself, just let you know today's a special edition. It is possible to win a pair of BVB, Borussia Dortmund football game tickets later. So watch out, stay tuned all the way. I'll tell you more in details. All right, let's go. Now, first of all, thank you once again to this AIMS for the all the kind sponsorship, and of course let you know AIMS is the regional partner in Asia for Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund is a football team in Germany, and I think it's now in the second place. And make sure that you do your risk assessment, guys. All right, this is our little message from TWB. All right, thank you. Now let's talk about Tesla. Now, recently Tesla's safety had gone into what they call watch eyes again, and of course, they are more worried right now. There's a huge recall. Okay, it's a huge recall. So you can see that things are not really going well because more than 300,000 US vehicles are being called back for the real life issues, and of course, there are more problems coming up because people are getting worried on what Elon Musk will do since he's spending so much time with Twitter, right? Now, recently, 2 weeks ago, right, billionaire Ron Byron says that Tesla was a good buy, but imagine 2 weeks ago, the share price was much higher. So it seems that even the big boys can get wrong, all right? So the thing is this, people are getting worried right now. They feel that Elon Musk is putting too much effort, and the Twitter wars going on right now going to sap and dry up Elon Musk, okay? And of course, if let's say he need to really bring out Twitter, he may really need to sell more Tesla shares. So that really makes people very unhappy. Now, he is a pretty good guy with Tesla, but that's it. The buying of Twitter because of a joke has gone really a big joke right now, and you pay way above market value for this. And seriously, if he can't turn things around, things can get really bad for him. So now we can see that the Tesla share, right? We talk about Tesla share at 237, which is a strong resistance over here, which I mentioned back then. And I said to all of you, I said this, let's get the color in. I said that if Tesla cannot go past 237, there's a very good chance it'll come back down to 206. And I did say several times that 206 is a very critical resistance for support, for Tesla. If the market loses 206, that means that there could be a free fall all the way to 188, which really happened. And of course, the next level was where my expectation of support at 180. So you can see that after it hit 180, very miraculously, next day, the market recovers, right? Okay. But I did mention, guys, if the stock price can't go above 206, then it has to stay above 180. If 180 can't stay, then there could be a free fall all the way to 163 US dollars, and it's really happening right now. You can see that on just 2 days ago, Tesla share was trading at 180 and it closed there. The next day it gapped down and it was a free fall all the way down to 163 right now. And of course, volume has picked up, so there are people who are buying into this. But if the selling is the main volume, then we have a big issue. Now, how low can Tesla be? How low can Tesla go? Let's take a look. If Tesla really goes to 163 and find a base, that'll be good. Okay, I suspect that there'll be a base support around this area. But if the Tesla share really breaks 163, then the next free fall can be as bad as 138. Now that will be the price that I think traders should, or investors should consider buying some and keep in their portfolio. Of course, there's some more rumors going on say they can hit $100, but let's leave it there. Okay. Now, BTC is down because we know that FTX saga has spread across many exchanges, and more people are actually liquefying their BTC holding to fiat. Yes, listen carefully. Originally, the cryptocurrency was meant to overtake or take over fiat, but now because of the current situation right now, some of the exchanges really cannot be trusted, so people are getting worried. And one of them is Coinbase. Apparently, with the Bitcoin coming down right now, and more people are dumping Bitcoin to convert back to fiat, you can see that Coinbase, one of the exchanges itself, is really bad. Now, this counter, FYI, that the highest was $400+, okay? and it basically went up again to about 360 during the September period last year, and everybody was telling me that, hey Cal, this is a good buy right now, you can go back to 400. I say no, I think that this is very dangerous. And truth be told, look at it, oh my god, it slammed all the way from 360 to $41 back then in May, and of course we have a big rally, huge volume trading there, and the stock price recovers from $40, went back up almost to 110, where everyone again was saying that this is the beginning of the big run. I say no, I believe that this is going to be a trouble, and of course Caddywood came in and bought even more this Coinbase, which I said that no, should be wrong, and now truth be told, we are back here again at $41. So my take is pretty simple. I believe that Bitcoin is still going to go down. My target is 12,000 for BTC. Hence, therefore, BTC, I'm going to write it down for you. My target is 12,000. Hence, therefore, I believe that this Coinbase can really go down to $35. Okay, this is how I see about this counter. So you do your own research. Okay. Now, the thing is this, you can see on CNBC, Investor, Bloomberg, everybody is really worried right now because they felt that, right, that this crypto contagion will really spread and intensify as time goes by, especially if BTC continue to slide. Now, one thing is that the CEO himself, okay, the chairman and the CEO dumped his Coinbase share at $46, $48, $38, $49, $50. So he dumped the share when the share was actually climbing up a little bit recently. Let's take a look here. This was where the share price actually moved up recently, and that was where he dumped the share. So that's why you can see the huge volume coming in, and a lot of people thought that the volume was meant for buying, but I say no, and truth be told, things really happened. So this is just only 1/4 of a page. He dumped so many that I have lost track. So the question is, now even Tether is, you can see this is a conversion, and people are also getting out, going to fiat. So all these shows that people are really very worried right now, and things can only go worse if this really continue. All right. Now there's something that happened last night. Apparently, crude oil price plunged from $80. He went down all the way to $75 in a single move. Now, what was the reason? WSJ, Wall Street Journal, reported that the Saudi Arabia and other OPEC nations considering stepping up oil production by 500,000 barrels a day. So of course, when you have a lot of oil, the supply will be a lot, and hence price fall. But the problem is this, okay, it comes from Wall Street Journal, right? So apparently, okay, there was no such things. Okay, there's some problem with my PowerPoint right now. Give me a moment. Okay, just give me a moment, guys. Okay, apparently Saudi Arabia denied this report about discussing this production increasing. Okay, this is really come from the MBS, right? Mohammed bin Salman. Okay, Salman. Okay, hold on, yeah, let me just get it up. Alright, it's well known and it's no secret that OPEC does not discuss any decision ahead of its meeting. So apparently this is really things happening, and there is currently now the current cut of 2 million barrels by OPEC will continue until end of 2023, okay? So if they were to do that, that means that they are very telling you that they are looking to prop up crude oil prices, not the other way around. So you can see that after the news came out itself, right, the crude oil plunged all the way from this $80 all the way to $75 area, and then when the news confirms it, bang, it went back up again. So this is how Wall Street play this game. It's really crazy. Imagine that if you have traded on crude oil, how would you feel now after a news probably have wiped out your account? This is why stop loss is important, and of course this is the whole new playing game. They really play with news, and it's so easy to just do this and then everybody get hit. Now recently when US dollar came off, people have been asking the same question over and over again, and I've been telling you this, nothing can be created or destroyed, alright, especially on the money. So if the US dollar comes off, there must be a reason for that, and now with the latest from Bloomberg, apparently the asset management and manager was dumping the dollar because they're feeling they don't believe that the US dollar will keep on going up, and of course they think that there will be a chance that the Federal Reserve will do a pivoting. So that is the reason why you can see there's a huge build up of short position on the US dollars. And of course, you can see right now the non-commercial specs and positioning is showing it with a low end here, and this is very different from where we saw earlier when the market was really buying into the US dollar. So in my opinion, now we are at a very low level. It's a good time to buy into the US dollar, and that is the reason why recently in the Cal I'll Follow You Telegram, all right, I posted on the 15th of November. You can see that I believe that it was a good buy to buy some dollar. I gave the stop loss, and I said that if it goes up itself, the first profit level can see 107.52, which we just saw it yesterday. So congratulations to those people who actually purchased it and now still holding in profit. So now we have very considered to put our stop loss higher to protect our position, and the next target I believe is going to go to 110.80. okay, now 110.80 itself, right, it's going to be a pretty high level, and I think that this market will just ding dong a little bit. Then after that, we can see the market going back up again. So traders, if you are interested to join the Cal I'll Follow You subscription base, just contact us through Facebook. We'll get back to you. All right, so that is how we do live trading here. Now, one thing is that you know that Donald Trump may be coming back on Twitter, because Elon Musk did a poll with 15 million people polled, and the final result is that 51.8% actually wants Donald Trump to be reinstated. Now, we all know that Donald Trump was being removed from Twitter permanently after the January issue, but of course, once again, now Elon Musk is the new boss, and he has already said that since the people have spoken, Donald Trump will be reinstated. But the thing is that I said, it's very interesting to see that there were at least half of the people not very keen to have Donald Trump back. This is something that I didn't expect that, because I thought that he has a pretty strong base. So I just wonder this 48% came from where. Okay, that's my doubt. But of course, Donald Trump has mentioned that he's not that keen to come back because he felt that Twitter got too many problems, too many fake accounts, and he believed that he can still use his current social media to get his promotion. So I will leave it there. But apparently, Elon Musk once again is taunting Donald Trump, and I just hope that things go well. All right. Alright guys, so I want to share with you something very important here. Okay, this is something very important right now, is that we have tickets for you. Okay, there's some PowerPoint issue here. Let me just see what have happened. Okay, as you know that this Borussia Dortmund and AIMS, okay, AIMS is the official partner of Borussia Dortmund as a digital sponsor for Asia, and now Borussia Dortmund, due to the World Cup, is having their Asia tour right now. So apparently they're going to have a game in Singapore. Okay, and let me just bring it up to you. There's some issue right here. Let me just do the little alteration here. Okay, here we go. All right. Alright, there's a game between the Borussia Dortmund team versus the Lion City Sailors, alright? And this team will be playing on Thursday, on the 24th of November at 8:30 p.m. at Jalan Besar. Okay, now you will be getting the tickets, alright? You'll be getting two tickets, a pair of tickets, right? Alright, and you will be coming in from this north entrance, which is where the grandstand is. Okay, so guys, if you are interested to win this pair of tickets right now, look at the top right corner. There's a word top right corner over here. There's a word there itself. Okay, key this word into the comment box, and we will do a lucky draw tomorrow. Okay, remember, tomorrow we'll do the lucky draw, so you have to send in the command, the special code, by tonight before next morning. So once you does that, then we will send the winner will get a pair of tickets, and this is on the grandstand area. Okay, so this is a kind sponsorship by AIMS. I hope you guys enjoy this game. All right, and of course the TWB students will also be going down there, so we'll see you there. All right. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look at market right now and see what we have for you for today. Now we can see that the market is really doing on sideways movement right now, in much movement at the moment. Now, because we do know that on Thursday will be the Thanksgiving and the market will be closed, and on Friday it'll be a half-day session, so likelihood the market will be pretty sideways for now. Now, at the moment, the market is trying its best to recover, and we can see there's a lot of rotational play on the Dow component stocks, and that is one of the reasons why the market seemingly trying to come down on profit taking, but the buying is still there. So overall, it's kind of bullish right now, and the market seems keen to retest again this 34,000 level. Now China A50, you can see today, marvelous, all right? It stays beautifully at the MA30 level. This MA30 is a very, very powerful level, and we'll be using it for quite a while. So as long as the China market stays above the MA30, this is good. The only thing is that the resistance now is still go back to 12,280. Yesterday it went down, closed below. Today still closed below after retesting it. So as long as the market stays above the MA30, we should test this again. But if the market have tested the MA30 twice and breaks below the MA30, then the next support will be all the way to 11,877. Alright, so let's look at the TWB chart with the indicators. Let me just bring it into you. Oh, there's a bit of error here. Okay, let's go. Let's solve it. Okay, so what we have right now for you guys is this, okay? The market is really moving sideways. There's no movement here. Boys are still buying. Everything is still positive. So as long as the market stays between this range, between 34,000 to 33,300, the market shouldn't have any big direction movement. But of course, for support itself, 33,300 will be the first spot, and the resistance will be 34,000, okay? Now, oops, sorry. Okay, for the Nasdaq, it's a different story. The Nasdaq is touched below the BNB RL level. Now, it means that if the market stays below the BNB RL, which is resistant, there is a chance that the Nasdaq may pull back down to 11,488. Now, one thing for the Nasdaq is that the US dollar, as you can see earlier, has climbed up. So which means that as long as the US dollar is climbing up, that will add a lot of pressure to the Nasdaq, and Nasdaq will pull down a fair bit of counters, especially the 5 techs. Now, at the moment, my indicator is showing very clear that the sellers are done by the boys. So which means that 11,488 could be tested tonight if, let's say, the selling comes in, okay? Now, for the S&P 500, you can see right now that it is now very, very supported at the BNB SL level. That's 39.53 current price right now. Now, you can see that the last few days, the selling has been very heavy, and in fact, there seems to be some uptrust in the selling. So I suspect that if the market can't stay above OP, the first target it may go is 39.43 at the MA200. So traders, watch out for this. This is very important, okay? Alright, so that is the US market to begin with. Let's look at the Hong Kong market right now. The Hong Kong market is about to close, and we can see very clearly that they have a strong resistance at 18,500 area, and has now came back down. Now, but the thing is this, as long as Hong Kong stays above 16,835, it's still alright, because both indicators are showing that there's some buying activity ongoing, okay? So traders, kindly take note of that. Okay, there's some error here. Let's just skip this. All right, let's just look at the moment. Yep. Okay, let's just look at the gold market right now. Moment. Okay, wait, let me just bring it to you. Okay, let's take gold first, no worry. Now, gold has done a CCYR, which means that the market should be coming down further. Today, the expectation is that 1747 is the MA200. That should act as a resistance for now. 1743 is an MLP level, so we have a bit of stack at the moment. So if the market fails to stay above OP, which is 1737, then there could be a pullback all the way to 1723. Now, today there's a bit of profit taking on the US dollar, which I mentioned to you, 107. 40, 50 level should take some profit, and that was what I shared earlier. So that could push the gold a bit higher, but once the buying resume on the dollar, that could push gold all the way down back to this 1723 level. Now, for me, I'm still pretty confident that gold can come back down to 1710 in the long run, okay? All right, because I still believe that there is a little chance that we can see the US not increasing interest rate. Now, for silver, it came down to 20.56, the MA30 yesterday, very nicely, almost exactly. But then again, the buying came in, because you can see that the KCX is blank on this side, means that the buying interest is still there, even the boys are selling. So with this big signal here, we can see very clearly silver is trying to push up again, and 21.23 could be the first target. Now, overall, I will say this once again, if silver do come down to $20 or $19, these two price, I will really recommend you to buy some silver and keep it, because I think that this is where the base will be. All right. And of course, let's look at the Bitcoin market right now. Bitcoin has came down as I suspected. It has lost the BNB SL, which is that this 16,200 to drop to 15,600. I already said that Bitcoin will come back to the low that happened in November, early November, so it's going to continue again. Now do take note for this entire Bitcoin. Bitcoin hasn't been hitting this level for a long while, and if Bitcoin continue for 14,400 is next, and of course my ultimatum target itself is 12,300 area. Okay, so traders, you really need to take a look on all this right now. And of course for Ethereum most likely going to pull back down to the level that I mentioned, 1032. That means at $1,032. We are $60 away. I believe that it will happen because both KSI and KCX are showing very strong selling wave at the moment right now. Okay, excuse me. But something that I want to share with you guys is back to the crude oil price once again. Now crude oil, as you can see, we have a scare yesterday, and if you notice this, it hits all my KCB level brilliantly, exactly the level that I mentioned. Even the lowest point was where the numbers were, all these are fully automated here, so which means that right now that the boys are still selling and it's still a bit increasing, and my KRW has turned red. So that's the reason why you can see that on this particular day, when it turned red and red together, that's why the next day there's a huge selling in the market. So if you want this type of indicator to be used for trading, then do join my coming preview on the 26th of November so that you can join my class in December. All right, now at the moment for crude oil, it has came down, break the support level as I mentioned, and found a bit of base support here. If the market takes this as a form of like this is a fake move created by the boys to basically buy low, then maybe it's going to go up again, and the BNB SL level, which is $84, could be the first target. But if the market breaks below $78, then careful guys, we can really see all the way again to $73. Okay, all right, wish you all the best, and remember to put in the code so that you win the pair of tickets. I'll see you tomorrow once again. This is Cal signing off. Bye bye.